Oh, we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live from Food City on Eastman Road. It's going to be a busy week this week. We're going to be at several locations. Here today at Food City on Eastman Road. Tomorrow back at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. Then on Friday, we'll be down at Turtle Store. Tommy Stanley kicking off the 4th of July weekend. But today, we're at Food City on Eastman Road in Kingsport, home of the one, the only, the Queen. Not Mark Hubbard. He's the king. The Queen is Destiny Ferguson. She's here with us, and we're going to be, you're going to be joining us here coming up in just a second. We are here. We're getting ready to do a first that's never been done before, which I think is really cool. What we're getting ready to do would be broadcast live the Food City Crazy Eights press conference. And so we're going to do that, and it's going to be a really cool event. We're very excited about that. It's never been done, Facebook Live all over the world. So when you see this, as you always do, like us and share us. I want to say hello to the folks back in West Virginia watching. We've got a good pocket of folks down in Florida. Let's see, 11 states watching our show. We love that, so thank you, and we appreciate that. And right there, look at her right there. Look at her grinning like a fox in a hen house. I'm telling you, she is a ray of sunshine. She is this lady right here. I'm going to see if I can't get a little closer on the old camera before we get started. This is Destiny Ferguson. She is a Food City floral manager, and let's see if we can hit. Let me hit this right here when we get started. We have lots to talk about, a lot of sports. We want to crown a new baseball champion, the Florida Gators. Nope, I don't like that one. I'm going to go back. We can pick up Destiny. So let's go back to this camera. We're going on this on the fly, and boom, we're back with her. She's here, and we want to say good morning to this young lady. How are you?
I'm fantabulous. How are you?
Fantabulous. Look up at that and smile real big. And she says she looks like Cher. I said she looks a little bit like Linda Ronstadt. And she said, Linda who? So...
Do I look like a Linda?
It made me feel really, really old. I said, you look a little bit like Linda Ronstadt. Who? So, of course, Mark Hubbard, the store manager, is giggling off camera. So you Google her and you don't think you look anything like her, do you?
I don't think so.
No,
I like
okay.
Cher better.
Cher's better. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Correct?
There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
Whoo, here we go. We're off and running. She's the Food City Floral Manager. We're going to be talking sports here coming up in just a second. I want to get her on because she's very busy downstairs. It's a busy, busy day. Busy weekend, 4th of July. So you got lots of balloons. Tell me about the balloons.
Lots of balloons, red, white, and blue balloons. So for the parade, if you're decorating your floats or anything like that, they start at $3.99.
You have all kinds of different styles?
All kinds of different styles. 4 different styles. We have red, white, and blue, flags. We have big, humongous $8.99 balloons.
She's on it. So we've got Mylar balloons ready to go here at Food City. Also, if you're going to have a backyard get-together, it's got to smell good. And I'm all about the Swan Creek candles. I love burn them all the time at the house. And so tell me about the Swan Creek candles they can get.
Oh, let's see. Top 3. We have the blueberry, the strawberry, and the warm vanilla sugar. Those are
Blueberry?
Yes, blueberry. They smell so amazing.
Wow. I don't guess I've ever smelled the blueberry. She's doing good, isn't she? Yeah.
Okay.
Stephanie's over giving you a thumbs up. She says, I'm so nervous. Just roll with it. We're all right. We're all country cornbread. So blueberry, right. You have to bring that one up and let me smell that one. Blueberry.
I'll get you one as long as you buy it. If you smell it, you got to buy it.
There's a country song in there somewhere. If you smell it, you got to buy it. So there you go. Blueberry. What was on? Strawberry?
Strawberry.
And
warm vanilla sugar.
Warm vanilla sugar. So those are the 3, but you got how many different types or styles? You have to guess.
Probably about 45.
Yeah. And so they burn good. The selling points of a Swan Creek candle.
$10.99.
Yep, $10.99, and the candle burns. Okay, the last Food City I was at, the lady said there's something about the candle down inside. It's all soy. And so it's not filler, it's all candle.
Yes.
And it burns and burns and burns.
And burns and burns, yes.
Yeah, it's very good. It comes like a little mason jar. So candles, balloons, potted plants. Again, we're going to have a cookout this weekend, the 4th of July. Need some instant color. You've got plants down on the front porch. You got plants in the floor department. Tell me about those.
They're all red, white, and blue. So if you're having a party, cookout, you got to decorate. So you got to have the color. So you got to come see me.
All right. So, and you've got potted plants. What kind of potted plants do we have?
Outside, we have our mixed gardens. Put them on your porch. They're beautiful.
There you go. Still got the Wandering Jew, got the ivies and the Wandering Jews, the hanging baskets.
We do. We still have about 20 outside, so they're almost gone.
And
Once
ferns.
they're gone, we won't have any more.
There you go. Ferns, got those as well.
Ferns,
so
$10.99.
So if you got somebody coming over, you got to jazz it up a little bit, need some instant color or some greenery, as she said. They've got the hanging ferns or the Wandering Jew or some of the ivies and a hanging basket. Got those ready to go here. Anniversaries and weddings. You do a lot of weddings.
A lot of weddings during the summer. So if you need somebody to do your wedding, I will totally do it for you. It's beautiful. We also have catering that does weddings here. So you can get your flowers, you can get your catering, and also for your anniversaries. So everybody gets married during the summer. So we have roses. We've got mixed cut arrangements. So you got to come see me.
Is red rose still the most popular?
No, our colored roses are the most popular.
Really?
Pinks and yellows. Hmm.
Pinks and yellow roses are now taking over red roses.
They're different. So any guy comes in and asks my opinion, I tell him to get something different. Don't go cliche and get red.
Score more points.
Yes, there you go.
So you're responsible for guys being happy because they've given her something a little different, and so she does that. Oh.
So they come back and see me every time.
There you go. So a lot of folks come in and see this lady. How many folks you got in your department?
3.
3. You and the other 2 are?
Margie and Whitney.
Yeah. Margie and Whitney.
Margie is amazing.
Yeah. And so's Destiny. How long have you been a Food City employee?
10 years.
Really?
10 years. I've been here 10 years. 10 long years.
I
love it.
No, she does a great job. So, as everybody does here at Food City. So, coming up, we will take a break. We'll come right back. You see, you're done.
I'm done.
Okay.
It was okay. You did good.
You did good. Give me some taters. Share. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Food City on Eastman Road. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball next on show number 547 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game. Birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
We're back here on live on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 547. By the way, the countdown is on. We are 52 days away from America's Night Race. Can't wait. It's a privilege and honor to be the voice of Bristol Motor Speedway, and can't wait. We're going to be up there. In fact, the truck race starts in 49 days. The UNOH 200, the Food City 300 is 51 days out. And so, as a matter of fact, we have it. Oh, I got it on, don't I? Yeah.
You have.
See, Destiny, I got so confused. If you smell it, you got to buy it. So, looks like I'm buying a blueberry candle. Okay, so anyway, she's going to come up and show me the candle, but that is Food City 300. Of course, this is the Bass Pro Shop NRA Night Race. Mark Hubbard's here with the store manager, Hub. You can get your tickets here, obviously.
You sure
You
can.
make your purchase, and again, kids get in free on Wednesday night and on Friday night. Food City 300, they get in free anyway, so the discounts are for the adult tickets on those 2 nights. And then on the night race, America's Night Race, as Charlie Daniels calls it, on the commercial running, you get in, the kids only get in for $10 to go see the best of the best. Dale Jr.'s final laps around Bristol Motor Speedway, and you have adult tickets on sale, and they're available downstairs in the front office.
They are in the front office, and it's really easy. You can shop and possibly buy something in their bakery, and on your way out, pick up your tickets. And it's kids is they really, this is the second time that they made it a little cheaper for young kids, under 12. So they're just trying to sell out. They're trying to get the stadium full, and that's really positive, and glad to be part of it.
Absolutely. And of course, let's face it, NASCAR is in a transitional period. They got to get the young people involved, so it's a good way to do it, to get in free. And
Absolutely.
Of course, $10 to go up and see the
Absolutely.
greatest drivers in
yes,
NASCAR.
Yes.
You can't beat it.
And possibly see Dale Jr.'s last race.
Oh, yeah. It's his last Cup race for sure.
Yes, so
it's all good, so you can
big
stop at
deal.
any Food City.
Yes, any Food City.
We're talking to Mark Hubbard. You see on the screen, Food City store manager here, and he runs a great store. And so we're here for the Crazy Eights press conference. Will be coming up at the top of the hour, which is T-minus about 45, 50 minutes away. We'll pick it up and run it in its entirety, so we're doing sports right up until then. Tomorrow will be at Champion Chevrolet. We just signed a deal. We're going to be going to Freddy's, broadcasting live from Freddy's. We're getting ready to take this thing out of state as well. We're going to tell you all about that tomorrow officially. So we're very excited about the show and where it's going. We're at show number 547, and they said it wouldn't work.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're here again,
But
hanging
But you're
with the
pretty
man.
hard-headed about that, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, I ain't giving up.
You were going to make it work.
Baby, do it
Is
or
that
die.
correct? Yes.
Absolutely, do it or die. I got a little thing hanging up in my office that says, whenever you think about quitting, think of all the people who want to see you fail. And so,
That's true. I mean,
we're rolling.
it motivates you.
Absolutely. Now, we got a big sale going on in Food City. Of course, one of our great sponsors. Friday, we'll be down the street at Turtle Store, broadcasting live down there. We'll be back here on August the 4th, right before the race, of course, which is not that far away. But today, we're here at Food City on Eastman Road. Big sale paper just came out today, man.
Absolutely.
It is chock full,
I mean, it
man.
is. And
Take it away.
And not only do we have our 3-day coupon sale that I'll get to, but I mean, we've got our sweet corn, certified Angus beef, half ribeye, $7.99 a pound. Cut any way you want it.
On that grill, gonna be good.
And I'll be honest with you, that would be awesome. I mean, you've got your ground patties for $1.99, blueberries for buy one get one, Tostitos and Lay's BOGO, Kern's buns and bread, buy one get one, Kraft mayonnaise, $1.99.
So, hot dog, hamburger bun,
hot
buy one,
dog,
get one free.
mayonnaise, Pepsi's. You just need to come. And if you want to wait and you don't want to come today or tomorrow, but we've got a coupon sale that starts Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and it is one wow factor. It's a lot of limits, but between Pepsi products of $4.99. Seedless watermelons, $2.99. They're $3.99 in the regular ad, but with the coupon, you can get $1 off. So you can just come on down with the Lance crackers, the cheapest that I can ever remember them. I'm not kidding you.
How much are they?
$1.49.
$1.49.
Limit 6.
Limit 6. It's good for the
Oatmeal
kids in summertime.
pies. We even got fresh bakery apple pies, $3.99. Bugles, but you got to buy. It's at buy more, save more. So you can see that the ad is strong. We need your help, and we're out there trying to offer something at a really good price to help us too. So
got in here today. They got these big bins full of seedless watermelons for $3.99. The coupon gets you for $2.99. So Give me now. Destiny said when Mark gets on here, tell him to push some meat. We want to sell a lot of meat this weekend, so you're getting some orders from Destiny. So
We are. She's going to. I believe she said that she's going to buy half a ribeye.
There you go.
Cut it up thin, marinate it real well.
She'll
What do you
have
think?
us over for a cookout.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Can you
Well, she's
cook?
got to work first. She's
you
got to
cook?
work first. So
Really?
yes.
So,
So
after
she'll
she
have
gets,
yeah.
after she gets off work,
Absolutely.
she'll be ready to roll. So tell me about some of the meat specials you got.
Well, we've got country style pork ribs. We've got the ground beef patties that I spoke. We got the Johnsonville brats that goes real well on the grill. Ground chuck. We've got the chicken breast, gourmet burgers. If you've never eaten a gourmet burger, you really need to try one. The black and
the
blue,
black and blue's
yes,
really good, yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
The black and blue's
$2 each, and you got your USDA Select ribeyes for $8.99. So, Kentucky Legend, don't forget we're in a big contest right now trying to sell a lot of the Kentucky Legend ham. If you've not tried it, we sampled it last week, and I'll be honest with you, I hadn't never eaten any, but it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, gourmet burgers.
Yes,
there is,
absolutely.
How many different gourmet burgers?
12,
different varieties?
11 or 12,
11
yes.
or 12.
Yeah.
So, and the meat, cut any way you want in the meat department, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, long as she's got the grill cooked up, we'll cut it anyway,
She
right?
says she can cook. Certified
Right.
Angus beef, half
Yeah.
ribeye.
Yeah.
Now you guys sell a lot of seafood over 4th of July,
We do.
don't you?
We do.
There it
Cooked
is.
shrimp. The salmon went real well. We had it on the smoker last week.
Mm.
Big success. And we sell this all the time. Those clusters, the snow crab clusters, is really well. But I think most people, you'll have a few, but I think they'll be buying the ribeyes and the burgers and the gourmet burgers and ballpark franks and stuff. So you can see that we're set for a great weekend.
You
We
got it.
just need them to come on by.
So you go to the pool and go swimming. Here's one of our great sponsors, Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen. Of course, it's available here at Food City and a lot of different locations. But Blue Lizard, again, this is the. I want to put the one out here that you need because you're going to be going to the pool. Do you swim a lot, Hub?
No, not much. I don't really have
Oh
time.
man, I'm off the high dive, man. I'm doing flips and high diving off the high dive. But here is Sport. This is the Blue Lizard Sport. Of course, we had it on yesterday, but here it is. Now, the Federal Drug Administration says you can only stay up to 80 minutes, but Blue Lizard, we were there last Friday broadcasting, you can keep this on. It stays on for 240 minutes, which is roughly 4 hours before you have to reapply it. It's water resistant. Again, the cap turns blue when you're out inside, and so that tells you there's UV rays out there. So this is one of our great sponsors, Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen. Recently named one of the top 10 fastest growing mom and pop businesses in the country. Just signed a contract to be the official sunscreen of the Boston Red Sox. They're already the official sunscreen of the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Blue Lizard, made in Johnson City, Crown Laboratories, and one of our great sponsors, and we love them. And every time I go to the
They
pool,
actually practice what you practice. They never give up.
no, they never give
They're
up.
stubborn.
Oh, they're stubborn.
They wanted to win.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, because Jeff, the CEO, told me he
yes.
gets a lot of pressure from competition in China. He says we ain't giving up.
No.
So, and he's
Well, look what he's created.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
awesome, good stuff.
So,
Now let's talk again about the 4th of July. We talked about that, but coming up we got the Crazy Eights race press conference, and so you all, as you always do, will be at the Crazy Eights. I always get the chance to hang out with Hub because we're over there emceeing the event, and so tell me about you guys helping out the runners coming up in a couple of weeks.
well, kind of the same thing. I think we've done this definitely over 15 years. Is that fair enough to say? And they've not really changed it up a whole lot until this year, which is good for us. We actually get out an hour early, which is a good thing. But we're proud. We love to connect in our community. We can't afford not to connect in our community because handshakes and friendships builds your business. You got to get them in your house. It's up to you once they get in your house. But,
Amen, brother.
And we do that, and I'm an advocate of that, and Ed Moore was too, and and Food City's culture is like that. So we partnered with Crazy 8, Hank Brown and Bunch, and we get to see you, which is a plus. We usually have a good day. We actually start that day out with a Food City block party down on Pinola, about 3-ish, hamburger, hot dogs. And then we kind of make our way over, and we usually help serve 3,000 granola bars, 3,000 bananas, 500 boxes of Juicy Juice, things like that. And we actually hand it, we build the display, and we're there for all the runners. And we do it because we're a partner, and we want to be a partner of Kingsport, and we want to make our city strong and grow, and we want to partner with all the people that's around or affiliated with it. So that's why we do it, and we're looking forward to it. So
before we take a break, let me plug, as we always do every show, try to anyway, Pantene Beautiful Links. We're growing the hair for cancer patients. When it gets to a certain length, we're going to have a cutoff and donate it for cancer for ladies going through chemo or radiation. So lost 2 parents to cancer, so it's my small way of doing it. So we always want to plug PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. I know there's a lot of folks that have done this before, so when it gets to the appropriate length, we'll whack it off and, again, donate it. And they'll make a real hair wigs for ladies going through chemo and radiation. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. And we always want to plug at least once a show, PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. So the hub's in the house. Destiny's here. The line of the day is, if you smell it, you got to buy it. And she has brought the blueberry candle up here. So I guess what we'll do is I guess I'll take a break and she really did.
She really does.
That's the joke. She really brought the candle. Well, she's persistent, little booger, and she's going to sell this thing. So, Mayfield ice cream, buy one get one free.
Yes.
Run down the BOGOs one more time before we go to the
Tostitos, Lay's, fresh blueberries, hot dog, hamburger, Kern's, Mayfield ice cream, Kay's novelties.
What's your favorite Mayfield ice cream?
I would say vanilla, homemade vanilla. I like the old-fashioned one. So.
What about the novelty bars? You like fudge, brown cows, or the fudge bars?
Both. I really
yes,
well. Yeah.
And yes, I got
and we
you.
usually have one of each in the freezer, and that's a late night. Yes.
There you go. Got you. I'm right there with you. It's good stuff, folks. Again, we're going to be running down through these sales. Of course, Friday we'll be down the road at Tommy's store and get a chance to talk to the Turtle Man. So I guess he'll be there. He normally.
If you'll have to get an appointment, you'll have to just say, hey, 12 o'clock, Tommy. 10 o'clock.
Horton said you have to go up and sit up in his office because he won't come out of his office. You have to go up to his office.
No, you have to knock, and I think he's got his secretary sitting there, and you have to put your name down and sign in.
Yeah, and hope you can see the king.
Yes, absolutely.
You can kiss the ring.
Yes.
Gotcha. You're going to hear about this,
That's good.
Oh, yeah. You'll hear
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these two go back and forth all the time. You want to come back and talk to me in a little while?
Absolutely.
All right, quick break. We'll be right back. I guess Destiny's going to present the candle. We're here live again at Food City on Eastman Road on the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 547 coming up. A first. It's never been done. We're going to broadcast in its entirety on Facebook around the world the Crazy Eights press conference. Again, it's the premier, been voted one of the premier running events in the entire Southeast in the month of July. And so it's a big deal. About 2,000 runners will be here on the 15th in a couple of weeks. So
two plus.
Two
really,
plus, yeah. It's almost. In fact, it's over 2,000. So we'll have Hank in here in a few minutes. Take a quick break. Come right back. We'll get to smell the candle here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here are the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance. We follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show one more time. She said, I want to come back and promote this candle. So here it is. This is called a what?
Blueberry lemon zest.
Blueberry lemon zest.
It smells good, right?
Oh, it's awesome.
You gonna buy it?
Oh, it's on. I'm on it like a duck on a June bug. It's sold. So I'm all over it. There it is. Obviously, you can't see it very well on the camera, but this is one of many fragrances, and so it is Swan Creek. Burns, what's it say, 3 to 4 hours at a time. Blueberry lemon zest. Again, this is made by Swan Creek Candle Company. These are awesome. This is one of many flavors. This is the big one for the 4th of July weekend. The other one's strawberry, is what you said?
Strawberry fresh.
Strawberry fresh.
Yep.
And what are some of the others? I know in the fall you kind of go into an autumn mode, so throw out some more. There's snickerdoodle. What else is down there?
Maple brown sugar. We have pumpkin spice, and then we start into our Christmas too. So we have holiday spice and all kinds of stuff.
So, and you can burn it now. A lot of folks wait to the appropriate time, but if you wanted to burn
cranberry and
spice,
apple, they do that all year too.
Yeah, do you? Cranberry apple, and then also what's that one I burn at the house? It's vanilla.
Vanilla bean brandy, French vanilla.
French vanilla.
French vanilla.
So these are available again inside the Florida Department, not just here at all Food Cities, over 120 Food Cities in 4 states. So Swan Creek candles, if you're looking for something, in fact, it's in a Kerr cannon jar. That's how cool this stuff is. And
super cute.
Super cute. And you can put these all around the outside of the perimeter of the picnic area, whatever you're doing. So on your hot tub, whatever you want to do, around the pool, it's all good. So if you're looking for candles, instant fragrance. It's not one of those, and if you burn it for a while, all of a sudden it goes away. Because some candles, a lot of candles are just the actual what you would smell, like a little cylinder down through the middle of it, and the rest of it's just filler. These are not filler. These are all the way to the bottom, right?
I have one in my bathroom. I just leave it sitting open. It smells my bathroom without burning
really?
it.
Which one is it?
The warm vanilla sugar.
There you go.
It's my favorite.
So, she's on it. She does good. Give me some taters.
All right.
Blueberry lemon zest. That's one of many. How many did you say is down there? Different candles?
We have about 45 flavors.
45 different flavors or scents. So
scents, yeah.
Good stuff, and they're at all Food Cities. You are free to go. See, it's all right.
All right.
Did you have a good time?
I did. When am I coming back?
August 4th.
August 4th.
I'm here August the 4th,
all right.
and Destiny's going to be a regular. Now, the next time we're here, we're going to get her on.
Stephanie.
Stephanie will be on.
That's right.
August. She can talk about this room upstairs now. You can rent it for parties and banquets and all the good stuff. So,
Amazing caterer.
yeah, she caters. So really, you can stop here and get flowers, like you're talking about a wedding or a get-together, class reunion, anniversary party,
Yep.
whatever.
And she'll go off-site and cater too, wherever you're at.
There you go. Look at you. That's wonderful. What's your last name, Stephanie? Stephanie Hayes and Destiny Ferguson. Tag team. All right.
Yep, we're the best.
You got it. Taters one more time. Who's your favorite country music singer?
Oh, I don't have one, but I've got Luke Bryan, Dan and Shay, Kane Brown, Jason Aldean. I have everybody.
Got you. George Strait?
Yeah.
Alan Jackson?
I love country, so.
Yeah, me too. Country's cornbread.
Soup, beans, and cornbread.
Soup, beans, and cornbread.
Fried taters.
Fried taters.
All right.
Can you do those?
Oh, yeah.
Can
It's
you
my
cook?
favorite meal. I can cook.
Soup, beans?
Yes.
Fried taters?
Yes.
Wow. Hubbard said you could cook. There you go. Look at the camera and wave and say, Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Hank's in the house. We'll have him come on in a few minutes. The founder and the director of the Crazy Eights. Of course, the press conference coming up here in about 25 minutes. We're live here again at Food City. Hey, we always dedicate this show to the man who hung on the cross. We do that unashamedly. The verse of the day is, I will never leave you nor forsake you. I have engraved you on the palm of my hands. How about that? It didn't get any better than that. So, I will never leave you nor forsake you. I've engraved you on the palms of my hands. So, that right there says it all for this old cowboy. So, anyway, we're here live at Food City on Eastman Road. Let's run down Major League Baseball, see who won, who played yesterday in the bigs, and we start in the National League. Tampa Bay doubles up Pittsburgh 4-2 in 10 innings. Washington beat the Cubbies 6-1. Cincinnati got a win. How about that? Reds beat Milwaukee 8-6. Miami over the Mets 6-3. Cardinals, Arizona, Diamondbacks got them. Again, 6-5 the final there. It was Atlanta shutting out San Diego on the left coast 3-0 last night. The Dodgers likewise pinning a 4-0 loss on the Los Angeles Angels. Philadelphia an 8-2 win over Seattle, and San Francisco a 4-3 winner over Colorado in the National League. In the American League, Baltimore defeats Toronto 3-1. Detroit over Kansas City 5-3. Texas 2, Cleveland 1. White Sox beat the Yankees 4-3. Oakland defeats Houston 6-4, and it was Boston defeating Minnesota last night in Fenway. Final score, Bo Sox 9 and Minnesota 2 in Major League Baseball from yesterday and last night. In the bigs, today's schedule goes as follows. First off, in the National League, couple of day games. Philadelphia will play in Seattle against the Mariners. Colorado with a day game in San Francisco against the Giants. Tonight under the lights, you've got Lackey for the Cubs and Strasburg at 8-2 for the Nationals in Washington. Pretty good pitching matchup. Tampa Bay plays at Pittsburgh. The Reds will take on Milwaukee and Cincinnati. Mets in Miami. You have the Cardinals, Adam Wainwright on the mound at 7-5 in Arizona against the Diamondbacks. Dodgers will battle the Angels of Los Angeles at the Angels Stadium. And Jaime Garcia and the Atlanta Braves will be in San Diego to take on the Padres in a 10-10 start on the left coast. In the American League, you have tonight under the lights, you have Philadelphia at Seattle, Tampa Bay at Pittsburgh, Baltimore at Toronto, Minnesota in Boston, Porcello on the hill for the Bo Sox tonight, Texas at Cleveland, New York Yankees will be in Chicago to battle the White Sox, Oakland plays in Houston against the best team in baseball, and the Dodgers continue their series against the Angels, as we said, in Anaheim. Tonight, Johnson City's own Daniel Norris, young man out of Johnson City, Science Hill, pitching tonight for Detroit. Norris with a record of 4-5 on the hill against Ian Kennedy, who has a record of 1-6. First pitch scheduled at 7:10 tonight, so good luck to, again, Daniel Norris from Johnson City, Science Hill, pitching in Big League Baseball for the Detroit Tigers, and so good night tonight, we hope, for Daniel Norris, pitching, representing all of us in Major League Baseball from here in Northeast Tennessee. Appalachian League Baseball yesterday, Johnson City doubles up Kingsport 4-2. Burlington all over Bluefield 16-4. Greenville beat Bristol 8-5. Pulaski 6, Elizabethton 4. Princeton beat Danville 6-4. And Burlington over the Bluefield Blue Jays. Final score there was 4-2. Tonight, you can watch Big League Appalachian League Professional Baseball in Kingsport. Again, at Hunter Wright Stadium, the K-Mets hosting Elizabethton, and also the Johnson City Cardinals back home against the Greenville Astros tonight. Bristol goes to Princeton, and also you have Bluefield at Pulaski and Danville at Burlington. And those are the games tonight coming up again in Appalachian League Baseball for the Appy League. And so good stuff going on there. Standings as we head into Major League Baseball tonight in the East, Washington with an 8.5 game lead over Atlanta. Central Division, Milwaukee a game better than Chicago. Cardinals 4.5 out. And in the West, it's a 1.5 game lead for the Dodgers over the Arizona Diamondbacks. In the American League, Boston with a 1 game lead over the New York Yankees. Tampa Bay 3 games out. In the Central Division, Minnesota back on top by a half game over Cleveland. In the American League Central, Kansas City 2.5 back. And Houston continues to be the best team in baseball. 52-26 is their record. They're 12 games ahead of the second place Los Angeles Angels in the baseball race in the American League Western Division. Florida scored 4 runs in the 8th inning to pull away from LSU, and the Gators beat their Southeastern Conference rivals 6-1 on Tuesday night to complete a 2-game sweep in the first national baseball title for the Florida Gators. Gators 52-19 posted the 8th sweep in the 15 years of the best-of-3 final format, and the first since 2013. LSU losing for the first time in 7 appearances in a championship game, and so freshman Tyler Dyson limited LSU to 3 hits in 6 innings. Gators are the kings of college baseball, defeating LSU last night to win the college baseball NCAA championship against the LSU Bayou Bengals, again in college baseball. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. He's here. Got to get him on. He is the founder and the director of the Crazy Eights, my dear friend and a class guy. Look in the dictionary under class. There's an 8x10 picture of Hank Brown. We'll talk to him next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th, because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
There he is. Hank Brown, the Crazy Eights race founder and director. We're live here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 547, and they said it wouldn't last, and getting ready to take this puppy out of state. We're very excited about some of the things getting ready to happen in the very, very near future. Hank's here with us. We're going to, again, do something we've never done. We're going to broadcast this live over Facebook around the world, and so when you see this, like it and share it, and you do. And so Hank's here with us, and good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Tom.
Special time, man. This is really cool. It seems like it wasn't that long ago we cycled back around, and here we go again, right?
Here we are again. I think this is pretty exciting what you're doing here, Tom, doing this live. We're We're getting high
Getting
tech now.
uptown.
Yeah.
We're getting uptown. There we go. So,
Yeah.
coming up in a few minutes, we'll turn the camera and catch everything at the podium. So, we have the privilege of emceeing the event and also emceeing this press conference. So, love being affiliated with Crazy Eights. And you've had a happy problem this year. You got a brand new event to this, and it's gotten so good you had to kind of cut it off and stop. So, tell us about that. That's a really cool thing. It's a happy problem to have.
That is a good problem. Yeah, we had the bright idea. I'll say, well, Natalie did. You know, she has any ideas, Natalie's, of adding a new competition we call Totally Crazy. It kind of fits, right? And so we have the Almost Crazy 3K Run Walk, which we're timing this year for the first time in a long time, and which is nice in and of itself. And then, so if you do that, plus if you do the Crazy 8's 8K run, you'll not only get a medal for doing the 8K, but you'll get this really unique Totally Crazy medal, which is an outer ring, which the 8K medal fits inside of. So everyone is going crazy for this, and we didn't know how many to order when we did. So we ordered 250. We will hit that number well before the race, maybe even early next week sometime. So what we decided to do, we didn't want anyone not to get a medal, so we're going to cap those entries at 250. So everyone that does it will get one of those great medals.
Cool stuff. Again, we're talking to our good friend Hank Brown. There comes another great guy. Pat Kenny's in the house. Again, the media comes out, and this is always good when the big dog Tanner's here from the Johnson City Press. So it's all good. We're talking to Hank Brown again. We're going to broadcast this live on Facebook coming up here in a few minutes. So another cool part about this, what I like is when they sign up, they can help local nonprofit charities. In fact, you've even got a Domingo County Diabetes Association up in West Virginia. You're helping those folks back in my neck of the woods.
That's your old stomping grounds.
So tell them how this works, because this is another great way to get involved in the Crazy Eights, but also help folks through nonprofits.
Yeah, this is one of those kind of win-win things that we think is, we've set up 7 nonprofit charities, which we call Race to Raise, RACE to Raise, and we designate different charities each year. And the cool thing about it is, a lot of these charity runs, they ask you to go out and raise money for them. Well, we're not asking anyone to do that. We just say, when you register, we have a drop-down box. You pick the charity of your choice, and the one with the most entrants that supports them will get the most money. When we give that money back out of the race budget, and we're going to give away $6,000 this year, split between the charities, so everyone will get something. The one with the highest number of entries supporting him will get $2,500. That's not bad.
Pretty good chunk of change for folks not doing anything except sign up and say, let the folks from the Crazy Eights pick the charity of choice. So, everybody wins. It's always a good thing, and so that helps the nonprofits. And then also, you have down in the corner, you have the bands that sell different things, and it helps support the bands that need the money too. So that's another way when people come in to the stadium and buy the concessions. You've got local high school bands selling the products, and they reap the benefits, right?
They do. That's all through Fun Fest. Of course, they have the concessions, and so if you're there and you need something to eat or drink, and go to the bands and the band boosters, and they'll sell you something, and that goes right back to them.
See on the screen, we're talking to Hank Brown, the Crazy Eights race founder and director. We're live here at Food City on Eastman Road, and again, the press conference starts. We'll crank it up. Everybody gets here in about 11 or 12 minutes. So 2 more things. You have moved where you sign up for this, and that's a really cool thing. And you've also moved the actual time back of the race. Tell me about those 2.
Well, that's right. So we've, again, 2 ideas, but the genius here,
right.
She just walked in. So one, we did move the time of the 3K and the 8K earlier, 1 hour. We had a lot of feedback over the years that everyone loves the really late night race, but to some families it's a little too late. If you've got kids and you're here for the little 8s, it's just a really late night, and of course it's late for us too. So we're going to give this a try. We move it an hour earlier. For the 3K, it'll start at 7:58, and then the 8K will start at 8:58, and it'll still be dark. We're keeping an eye on sunset and all that, but it'll still be kind of dusky when we start, and it'll get darker as the race goes on.
You just created a new word. It's going to be dusky.
Dusky, yeah.
I love it. You're right. It's going to be dusky.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to be special, and it always is special. And, of course, the one that gets to me and you every year, tell us about that particular part of the evening, because those kids come down through there, and it just really is a special time.
I can't even look at you, Tom, because I know. I have to kind of. It does. It gets both of us. But Special 8s is special. These are for special needs children and even adults that they come, and we have a special race just for them. And you just have to see their face when they're running down the field or on their walker or being pushed, or however they get there. They do it, and there's a few of them that are just determined. They're going to make that 100 yards on their own, and
exactly.
they do.
It's an incredible evening to see those kids come down through there. And of course, if you've never been here, there's like a chute, for lack of a better term, and so on either side of the chute, folks are cheering these kids on, and you see the smiles. And some of the parents have said this is the highlight of their year for their child to come and run this event. So
absolutely,
I can't do very good with it afterwards. Me and Hank both sit there and kind of wipe away tears, because it really does put everything into perspective, doesn't it?
It does, and nothing else is very important after that. I mean, it's just that's kind of the highlight of the evening.
You've got great sponsors to make this thing go. Without them, there's no way we could do this every year, and it's such a cool event, one of the top running events in the entire southeastern part of the country. So toot the horn of the sponsors that make this thing go, would you please?
Well, let me just name a few. And we'll talk more about them in the press conference. But Indian Path Medical Center has been great for years. They've been with us almost from the very beginning. Niswonger Children's Hospital is kind of a co-presenting sponsor with Indian Path. John Williams just walked in from the regional eye center. Those guys are just incredible. They whenever we need, they help us with it. And got a new gold sponsor this year, which we'll talk a little bit about in the press conference. Teleperformance out of Bristol. Really great group. And of course, McDonald's has always done the Little 8s as a sponsor, and got Eastman Credit Union and Wellmont CVA for the 3K. So those are some of the top sponsors. We got several others, which we'll talk about a little later.
Yep. Last question. We get ready for this thing. We're going to turn the camera over here in a minute and capture everything live on the press conference. It's never been done before, so I'm proud to partner with this guy. And I'm going to tell you, I get a chance to work with a lot of class people every year and doing different events, whether it's the Speedway or wherever I'm at, doing a lot of different neat things in my career. This guy right here, I have the utmost respect for him, and his lovely bride, which we'll have her on probably after the press conference for a few minutes. But this guy's revolutionized. He won't take credit for it and don't care. I'm bigger than he is, but he has revolutionized running in this area. This has been a thought, a dream. This right here tells you, the Crazy Eights, that if you have a dream big enough, you can make it happen, because this was a dream of his way back in the day, and now we're in year number 20?
I think we're 28.
28th year.
28th annual. I'll have to look.
Most road races come and go and disappear, and this is going strong. Obviously, they continue to tweak it, and that's what you got to do to continue to spur growth. And so, the obvious last question: what gets your feet on the floor every day and get you ready for the Crazy 8? What's the most gratifying part of this whole process? Because he's got to get to line up the premium runners. We're going to talk about it in the press conference, and everything's got to have all the I's dotted and T's crossed. It's a lot of work, but what's the most gratifying part of this for you?
Well, it's kind of like putting a puzzle together, and you got all these pieces scattered all over the table, and when you start seeing the runners come into the stadium and the crowd is cheering and the music's going, that's when it's like the puzzle's put together. And that's what gets me every year is I have to make myself kind of stand out there and kind of watch it for a little while, because I'm under the tent and I'm on the computer and got a whole lot of things going on. I get tugged a lot of directions, but Natalie, she pulls me out and say, "Come here," and watch this. It's just really an amazing event. I've been to a lot of races around the country, really nice, really big events. This ranks right up there with any of them. I'd put Crazy Eights up with any race in the world.
Yep. and he's unflappable. I'm standing beside him taking cues from him. You ready to go with this, ready to go with that? And he's getting pulled like a piece of taffy. Hank, this is this, and Hank that. And the guy, I've never seen him, and I'm sure he gets mad. We all get mad at some time in our lives, but I've never seen the guy get upset. Seems to be pretty unflappable to me. And I say this in all seriousness. I learn from guys like him because just, be cool, let it roll. It's going to work itself out. And so I've grown a little bit being around this guy. So I guess you can tell I'm a big fan of Hank Brown. So
well, I appreciate that, Tom. I'm a fan of you too.
Well, he's a class act, and so we'll have the press conference coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll take a break, come right back, and we'll kind of flip the camera and roll it in its entirety, and then we'll come back and let Hank and his lovely bride Natalie, apparently the brains of the operation, because he always gives her the credit, but don't let him fool you. This was his dream to begin with. So we'll take a break, come right back. We'll do this press conference. We're live again at Food City on Eastman Road. We'll be right back after you hear this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th, because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking. How do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
are very excited again. Seems like just not that long ago we were right back up here doing this, and we're excited about the Crazy Eights, of course, ready to roll here in a couple of weeks. We're very excited about it. Thank you for coming. July the 15th, we've got the Healthy Lifestyles Expo, the Little 8 Special, Special 8s, the Almost Crazy 3K Run Walk, and of course the granddaddy of them all, the Crazy 8s 8K Run. There's some changes coming up, and of course we'll let Hank and Natalie talk about that coming up in a few minutes, but we always want to get it started because it's very important. It's part of a fantastic event known as Fun Fest. It's known not only around the South, around the country, but around the world. Lucy, you still have the map where people come in and you put... Yeah, it's an international event now, Fun Fest. They come in from all over the country and all over the world for this event. So we want to bring the Fun Fest chair up here to get it all started. Please welcome the Fun Fest chair, Carlos Carvajal.
Well, when Lucy asked me if I can give a few words, I was like, how long is the speech? I said, I'm ready for 50 minutes. And so I was like, no. But anyways, we want to thank you guys for allowing us to come here today. We are very excited about the Crazy Eights. I had the privileges to run it a few times, and I'm trying to debate if I'm going to do it this year or not. I've been training for it a little bit, but not got up to the 5 miles yet. Great long-term relationship. I was looking up, and you start planning Fun Fest like a year before the event, and I'm sure this is what we do with the Crazy Eights as well. But the Crazy Eights has been going on since the 1980s, the same length as Fun Fest now, to 37 years. So it's really amazing what we have been able to do and keep up the momentum. The community very prideful about this event. I love it when you get out there in the streets and people are tossing water and music, and it's a pretty cool event. So, and like you were saying, people around the world also coming here, try and break the record. It's amazing. And one of the things that we're trying to do this year within Fun Fest is to try to reach out to our youth, try to help promote STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and also trying to bring wellness awareness. And this is a great event that ties back into our children, our community, to help promote, exercise and be active in the community. So on behalf of the Fun Fest event, we want to thank you guys for participating and being a great partner on this event and continue the momentum. Thank you.
Nice job. A lot of events, we talk about this every year, Hank and I do. I don't know how you can ever track this, but a lot of running events come and go. They fizzle, they fade, and they ultimately go away. But this one continues to get stronger because of the sponsors, obviously, that make it go. But would you safely say it's one of the longest running events, and it has to be in the country? Because lots come and lots go. So this one not only is here, but it's getting stronger. And so good stuff. And it all is because of the great sponsors. And we have different categories. We want to announce the bronze sponsors. And if you're here, we want to give all of them a round of applause at the appropriate time. Again, the 4K split. Our sponsor this year is Domtar. The race refreshments for the good folks here, Mark Hubbard and the gang back in the back from Food City. Also, the official water supplier is Culligan. The new sponsor, Watauga Orthopedics, on board as a bronze sponsor. And also Dashboard Audio with the on-course music. So, how about a nice hand for the bronze sponsors? Couldn't do without them. The silver sponsors, again, Cary Street Partners, the Healthy Lifestyle Expo, which is another brand new sponsor, which is another testament to the event, that you continue to get fresh blood and new blood, and in this case, new money into the event. Mycroft Media, the signage sponsor, we want to say thanks to those folks. And also the silver sponsor, Little 8 Special 8s Youth Field Day, which, again, Hank and I talked about that on my show just a few minutes ago. After you go through that, you have no problems, right? I will never forget those kids coming and I'd shoot every year. Some of those mamas and daddies say this is the event, this is the biggest thing for them all year long, is to come be a part of this. And so it's a very special time for the entire evening, and it's our great sponsor, McDonald's of Greater Kingsport, is a silver sponsor. Also, the sponsor of the Almost Crazy 3K Run Walk is the Wellmont CVA Heart Institute, and also Eastman Credit Union. And of course, coming up in a few minutes, we'll introduce and let John speak, but the gold sponsor, the men's Dash for the Gold, and new sponsor, Teleperformance with Bo Sutherland, Senior, the recruiter, and also the gold sponsor, the $10,008 world record bonus and Crazy Eights medal. Again, John Williams with the Regional Eye Center. We'll have him up here in a few minutes. And so, and also the presenting sponsors, the Crazy 8's 8K Run, Indian Path Medical Center, and Nicewanger Children's Hospital. So all these sponsors, there's a lot of them, and it takes a lot to make this go. So how about a nice hand for all the sponsors, the bronze, the silver, and certainly the gold. It is my pleasure to bring these two kids up here right now. They're awesome. They've taken this event, you know, all you have to do, if you're a dreamer, all you have to do is look what this man's done. He had a dream one day of having a race in Kingsport, and 20-some years later, here it is. And so he had a dream, why can't we do this? And a lot of folks probably said in the beginning it won't work, and here we are going strong. So please welcome the co-directors, his lovely bride, Natalie Whitlock, and Mr. Hank Brown. Hank?
I just want to thank you all for being here today, and again, thank all of our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you all, and FunFest and Tom Taylor. He's broadcasting live here today, so this is awesome. But what I want to talk about before I turn it over to Hank is our Race to Race charities. A few years ago, Hank and I had the idea that we wanted to make Crazy Eights a charitable race, in addition to being, you know, world class and bringing in all these athletes. And so we couldn't decide. It's like, gosh, which charity do we pick? There's so many wonderful charities out there, and there's so many that are near and dear to our heart. So we decided every year to start what we call Race to Raise. And anybody participating in the 8K, the 3K, or the Little Eights can choose a charity. All they have to do whenever they go online is select that charity. Or if they mail in a form, they just put a check mark there. And they can select one of 7 different charities. And whichever charity has the most participants, whenever we wrap up on Saturday night, gets a portion of the purse. Everyone will take home something, but the charity with the most participation gets the biggest prize. And this year we're really excited. We've got some great charities. We've got Ainsley's Angels, and if you don't know about them, what they do is they provide wheelchairs for athletes that maybe can't come out and run these races. So they provide a chair, an athletic chair, you know, that people can push, and then they also provide the runner to push that person. I don't know if y'all know Team Wandale, but Ainsley's Angels was helped them get the chair that Josh rides in, and he'll be at Crazy Eights this year. We have American Cancer Society, which cancer touches everyone, so we're excited to always have American Cancer Society on board. We've got Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. They are a tremendous partner, and we're so excited to have them. Last year they brought, oh my gosh, like 30 kids. They all showed up at registration at the same time, and they were so excited, screaming, and you know, they couldn't wait. They were going to beat the elite athletes. They were really excited. Yes, we've got Healthy Kingsport on board. If y'all don't know about Healthy Kingsport, they are doing amazing things here in Kingsport and really all over the Tri-Cities, just encouraging people to get fit, to come out, you know, take those first steps, run, walk, sign up for Crazy Eights, just get out and get fit, eat healthier, and just get healthy. We've got Kingsport Child Development, which is another great organization. They provide low-cost child care for families, and that is so important. You know, it provides a lot of mothers and fathers the ability to work and know their children will be in a safe environment. So we've got Kingsport Child Development. We've got Mingo County Diabetes, and this is a diabetes group that's based out of West Virginia. We have a big group of runners from West Virginia that come down every year, and so we wanted to give back to them. Diabetes is, unless you've ever been touched by it, you don't realize how just impactful it is on someone's life and how hard it is if you're diagnosed with diabetes. So we like to give back to them. And then also this year we have the SBK Animal Centers, which are the animal shelters in Bluff City, Kingsport, and Bluffville, and so they're one of our charities. So we think we've got something for everyone. And like I said, runners, walkers, kids, they don't have to do anything other than just check that on their form, and they'll know that they're helping out an organization. So we're always excited to see which one will take home the largest prize. I also wanted to talk to you guys real quick about the Healthy Lifestyles Expo that is sponsored by Cary Street Partners. We're really excited to have them on board. This year we're trying something new. we're moving into the auxiliary gym at Dobbins Bennett. We're excited about that. So that means we can also move part of our expo inside, and we're going to have it on Friday and Saturday during packet pickup. We've got some great vendors coming. We've got Fetching Apparel, which is a local vendor that's based out of the Tri-Cities in Southwest Virginia, and they give 40% of all of their sales back to an animal organization each month. We've got Gypsy Runner. Gypsy Runner is so cool. I'm really excited they're coming. Gypsy Runner travels out of a motorhome, and every weekend they go from race to race to race. We were able to meet them in South Carolina, and they're actually coming to Crazy Eights from Ithaca, New York. They're going to be up there at a race. So you want to check out Gypsy Runner. We've got One More Mile coming. That's another great organization. We're going to have lots of great races that are going to be there talking about, their events. Healthy Kingsport's going to be there. A lot of our sponsors are going to be there. So we're really excited about the expo this year and how it's going to grow, and that participants are going to have a chance to come in and buy maybe some running stuff and get some info that they normally wouldn't be able to get unless they went online. So we're really excited. We think that'll be a great addition, and we're excited that Cary Street Partners is going to sponsor that for us. So that was my part, and I'm going to turn it over to this guy and let him talk to you all. And again, thank you all so much. We're really looking forward to a great expo, and we're looking forward to giving a lot of money to these charities this year.
Thank you, Natalie. Maybe Gypsy Runner can pick up some of the elite athletes and just bring them from that race right here to Crazy Eights, huh? You can stay in the motorhome with them. She's leaving. I want to talk about some of the new things we got going on this year, and I would love to take credit for all these new ideas, but this lady right here is the one that always comes up with these cool things and great ideas. I mean, if you go back to when we moved to the stadium, okay, we used to run this race from Eastman Road from a parking lot, okay, and we had some encounters with the owners of the parking that shopping center, to say the least. And so we had to move. We felt like we needed to move, and Natalie came up with the idea of moving to J. Fred Johnson Stadium, and I was like, why hadn't I ever thought about that? Well, she did, and it's made a big difference in the race. Just if you run the race and you know when you enter that stadium and you see the lights and the music, I mean, there's nothing like it. It's just an incredible experience. I've been to a lot of races around the country, a lot of really big time races. I put this one up, the whole experience, the whole race, the whole thing, but the finish, there's not one like it anywhere. So thank you for figuring that one out and coming up with that idea. So we're doing some new things this year. You've heard some of them. The first one I want to talk about is the Totally Crazy idea, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to time the 3K this year. We have not timed it in a long time. It's just been an untimed walk. So you can run or walk it, and we're going to time it. We're not doing awards, so it's still kind of low-key, family-oriented, but you can get an official time. And you can turn right around, put on your 8K bib, and run the 8K after it. And you'll not only get your 8K medal, which John's going to show off here in a minute, but you'll get a very unique, Totally Crazy medal, which is an outer ring, and the 8K medal fits inside of. Guess whose idea that was? Right here. When she came up with that one, I said, no brainer. Why hadn't we thought of that before? So we're doing it, and the cool thing there is we didn't know how many to order, okay? I don't know how many people will do this. So we ordered 250 medals for the Totally Crazy, and we are bumping up against that already, and here we are 2.5 weeks out. So what we'll do is we'll have to cap that at 250 when we get to that point, which is a good problem to have. So next year we'll know. We order a few more if John will let us. So, all right, we're going to start a little earlier tonight. Not tonight. On July 15th. Got 2 weeks. Okay, I promise. 3K is going to start at 7:58, and the 8K will start at 8:58. That's 1 hour earlier. The little 8s will still start at the same time. So we had a lot of people that came to us that we love running late at night. It's really cool and all that, but it's really kind of too late for families. And if you're trying to get home, then we found out that there's no restaurants open afterwards, and people are looking for things to eat. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to start at 8:58 this year for the 8K, and it should be dark sometime during the race. Maybe not totally dark when we start, but it should get dark as we go. And when you enter the stadium, it'll still be the same experience. As Natalie mentioned, the expo, we're moving it. Again, that was Natalie's idea. We're getting a great reception from vendors, as Natalie said. So I think that was a great move. I think, Lucy, I'm putting a bug in your ear. We're going to need a bigger space next year if this all goes well. So hopefully we'll find a good spot. But right now we're really happy that Thomas Bennett's letting us move up into the little gym or the auxiliary gym right up there. So then a couple of months ago, Natalie came up to me and says, we need to do a virtual training program. I never thought of that. So we're doing virtual training. We go Facebook Live once or twice a week with tips, and we send out schedules. It's totally free. You can do it from anywhere, wherever you are in the world. You can follow our program. And we've had over 100 people sign up for it. So it's gone really well. Again, thank you, Natalie, for this great idea. As we can't figure out, I'm very grateful to Natalie and all that she comes and all her ideas and creative ideas. I will take credit for one. We are starting a Crazy 8s app this year. It's easy to download. It's totally free. On your phone, you can keep up with everything going on with Crazy 8s. You can even track yourself, track your family members or friends that are running in the race. If they will carry their phone with them, you can tell exactly where they are on the course at all times. That's pretty cool. So far so good. We are the kind that we're not going to stand still. And I'll be honest with you, our numbers have actually gone down the past couple of years, and that's not something that we take very well. We want things to keep going up and get better. We put on a first-class event. We've done some checking, and numbers of race numbers around this area and also around the country are lower. So we decided we're not going to let that. We're not going to sit by and just let that happen. So that's why we're trying all these new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We feel really good about everything we're doing this year, and we've had a really good reception so far to everything. We've mentioned the new sponsors. We really appreciate the new ones coming on. Teleperformance here, thank you. Cary Street Partners, back there at the back table there, Melissa and Sheila are here. Watauga Orthopedics, is anyone here? Dr. Eric Parks contacted us, wanted to sponsor. So we said, sure, glad to have you. So we're very happy to have you here. All right, I want to mention some of the elites we're announcing today. And we'll have a lot more in the coming next couple of weeks, which we'll announce. We're going to start out with our headliner. He won the race last year, and Tanner helps me recruit these guys, and we both agreed that last year was probably the deepest and best field we've ever put together. We really thought we had the horses to break the record, and it just didn't quite happen. But this guy won the race, so if he won it over all the guys that we had, he's pretty awesome. He's from Ethiopia, and I'm not sure if I'm going to say his name right, but it's Yatayo Atanfu. That close, Tanner, you think?
It's probably about right.
Okay. Atanfu, he ran 22:30 last year. They were on pace to break the record for the first couple of miles. And that hill going up Fort Henry gets them about every time, but hopefully we'll get through that this year. Finishing second last year was Isaac Makundi Mwangi from Kenya, and he's coming back. So we've got the top two, and finishing fourth last year from Morocco, 3 different countries from in the African continent, is Murad Marafet. He finished fourth, and this guy is tough, right, Tanner? Every race he runs, he's right in there, and he's one that pushes the pace. So we like to have guys like that to race. So those are the 3 we're announcing today. Feel pretty good. You get 3 out of your top 4 back. That's a good place to start. We got some other guys lined up that we will announce in the coming weeks as we get everything kind of worked out on travel and everything. But some guys that are probably as good or better than the 3 we're just talked about. I want to mention real quickly, because I know I've taken a lot of time, is we talk a lot about these superstar world-class athletes from Kenya and Ethiopia and Morocco and all these other countries that come to Crazy Eights every year, and they really are awesome. I mean, if you've been there just watching and they go by, it's like swoosh, it's incredible. It's a totally different. It's like watching a PGA golf tournament and then you go out and try to play, and a little bit of a difference. But we've got some local elites here too that Natalie and I got together last year, and we decided we wanted to start a team. We call it High Gravity Racing, and these guys have really burned it up in the local area and even regionally, doing really well. Tanner's one of our team members, Tanner Cook. He ran at Keene University, just graduated, and he's writing for Johnson City Press. So you'll see these guys at the race, guys and gals, and we're very, very proud of them, and we'll probably talk a little more about them in the coming weeks. All right, my final thing I want to announce is our 2017 Torchbearer. She has been a teacher, a special ed teacher for 24 years, and is the track coach at Grandview School, and she's done some coaching with Girls on the Run, and she's completed 7 marathons. Very, very active runner in the area, very serious, good runner, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer in December. Well, that didn't stop her. I saw her at almost every race week time. She was there. She even did the Bristol half and half marathon and the Varmint half marathon, 2 tough events right in the middle of chemotherapy. I was like, Teresa, what are you doing here? So she was there, and she ran every single one. She's one tough individual. She's continued to run through her treatments and to keep her heart strong and to help with stress. She said she knew she couldn't run a marathon this year because of all her treatments. So dealing with and fighting breast cancer, that's her marathon this year. So let's have a good hand for, let's have a really nice hand for Teresa Duffy. She will be our 2017 Crazy Eights Torchbearer. All right, I want to, and I'm going to, that's all I can say, and I want to introduce from Indian Path Medical Center. Very happy to have Kevin Smith here. He's the HR director. You guys have been awesome forever. We really appreciate you as one of our presenting sponsors. Let's have a hand for Kevin.
Thanks so much, Hank. I'm here today on behalf of our CEO, Monty McLaurin. He usually fills this spot, but he is out of town, so you got stuck with me. So I'm proud to be here on behalf of Indian Path as a sponsor for the Crazy Eights. We've been sponsoring this race for over 20 years, since the early 90s, and have been honored to see the growth that's taken place by the thousands over the past two decades. First, I want to thank We Run Events for putting this on. Special recognition to Hank Brown and his wife Natalie Whitlock for their hard work and dedication and execution of this road race. Their passion for running brings these visitors from around the globe to Kingsport, and that's really important. We also want to thank our presenting co-sponsor, Niswonger Children's Hospital, for partnering with us, and we want to thank all the runners and volunteers who participate in this and make this event both fun and successful year after year. We want to give special thank you to Kingsport Chamber of Commerce and the City of Kingsport for orchestrating all the days and the many events that make up Fun Fest and make it such a great event for this city. I think that's all my thank yous. We look forward to seeing everyone at the finish line on July 15th. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin. So, just gentlemen, been here many, many years, and as Hank said, and Natalie said, and Lucy said, gotta have the sponsors. So, here's the gentleman who's going to come up with a special, kind of show you what it's all about. Please welcome the Regional Eye Center, our dear friend, Mr. John Williams. John?
Thank you, Tom. Good afternoon, everyone. When Tom earlier was talking about new and fresh blood, I thought he was going to introduce me at that time, but apparently he didn't, but that's all right. We're so pleased to be celebrating, first of all, 100 years of Kingsport, and that's something that our community has embraced, and the Regional Eye Center is pleased to be participating in that. We are also celebrating the 40th year of the Regional Eye Center, so we're having multiple celebrations this year. And this is the 20th anniversary of the World Record Bonus. So we are celebrating a lot of things. The bonus means the first male runner who breaks the existing 8K world record will receive $10,000 and a crazy $8 from the Regional Eye Center. During the previous 19 years, we've been sponsoring this bonus. It's been claimed. We hope someone claims it this year. Now, for the last several years, almost 10, the Regional Eye Center has been pleased to sponsor the Crazy 8 medals. The medals are presented to the first 2,500 runners who complete the Crazy 8 event. Some will be walking at the end, but we still get them the medal. The medals become very popular, and I know runners compete in Crazy 8 just to get the medal. There's a number who tell us they do that. So we're pleased this has become a popular feature of the Crazy 8 run. But wait, there's more. As you heard, there's an additional medal for anyone who completes both the 3K walk and the 8K run. And based on the early demand, as Hank said, we're going to max that out pretty soon. In the last few days, Hank has let it be known far and wide that there's only 250 of them, and we're almost to that many registered. And Hank, yes, we'll buy more next year if that's what we need to do. So, if you want to participate in that, you better hurry and register. Speaking of medals, the idea for the Crazy 8 medal wasn't mine, or Hank's, or Natalie's, as she's thought of a lot of things. The idea came from the founder of the Regional Eye Center, Dr. Robert Bice. Bob Bice is a long-time, long-distance runner, and it's obvious his medal idea was a good one. When I started talking to Hank about it, after Dr. Bice brought up the idea, we had one of those why didn't we think of that sooner moments, but we're very pleased. So when this began several years ago, I thought it appropriate to present the first medal each year to a deserving individual who represented our city and region and what Fun Fest means to all of us. Well, we presented it in the past to mayors, media members, the Kingsport Fire and Police Departments, coaches, and others. As we celebrate the 40th year of the Regional Eye Center and Kingsport's 100 years, on behalf of the Regional Eye Center and thousands who've received the medal over the years, I'm pleased to present the first Crazy 8 medal of 2017 to the founder of the Regional Eye Center and of the medal, Dr. Robert Bice. Dr. Bice can't be here today, but I cheated. I told him a little earlier that we were wanting to honor him and bestow this honor of receiving the first medal on him. He expresses his thanks and gratitude, and I will get the medal to him. You can trust me. And let me show you what the medal looks like. So there's the world's fastest medal for the Crazy 8 this year. And it just happens to say the Regional Eye Center on the couple places, and that's okay too. All right, well, the physicians and staff of the Regional Eye Center, we are excited about our long participation with Crazy 8 and Fun Fest, and we want to continue that tradition. So after the running of the 2017 Crazy Eight, we look forward to seeing thousands wearing their medals around town, 250 with their totally crazy medal, and hopefully one elite runner with a really large check. So we hope we can do all that. So on behalf of everybody at the Regional Eye Center and all our families, a happy 100 to Kingsport and a happy Fun Fest to everyone. We hope you all have a great time. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Again, we appreciate everybody making this happen, and so that's going to pretty much wrap it up. I want to say also, be remiss not thanking, we did a little bit, but the City of Kingsport, all the folks worked the extra hours with the police and the folks picking up the trash and directing traffic, and if there's inclement weather, we're in touch with the city to make sure that everybody's in good shape for that as well. So this is the awards going to be given out this year. Handcrafted. Hank's been down in the basement with a saw in Natalie. That's what they do in the wintertime, cutting out the Crazy Eights. You come up here and see this, you folks back to the cameras. Crazy Eights 2017, but it is one, and it's a standalone event to a point, but it couldn't happen without Fun Fest, and so, we can't thank Fun Fest and the city and the chamber enough. So it's all great, as John alluded to. It's the 100th anniversary of the model city, and so we appreciate at this time you all coming. Food City's been gracious enough to provide some food here, so help yourself. Media folks, come up and talk to whoever you want to talk to, and thanks again, and we'll see you all on July 15th. Thanks for being here. So this is the conclusion, of course, of the Crazy Eights press conference. We'll take a break, come right back, wrap this thing up. We're live at Food City, and actually probably just wrap it up now. I guess there's really nothing else to talk about. So we will step away. We'll be right back, and we will rejoin you coming up tomorrow. We'll be live at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. We'll be there, and then, of course, we'll come right back, and we'll get ready to rock and roll again on Friday. We'll be right down the road, and we'll be on the road Friday at Food City right down the street, getting ready, of course, for that particular event. That would be kicking off the July 4th shopping weekend at Food City. We'll be there again at Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport, coming up again on Friday. So tomorrow, Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. So for Hank and Natalie and all the folks here, and Mark Hubbard and all the great folks at Food City, this is Tom Taylor telling you, as always, win or lose, be a good sport. We'll see you tomorrow live at Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. Until then, so long, everybody.